Wednesday. Come on, Wednesday. Let's do it. Where's my pad here? All right. Hello, everybody. It is Wednesday. It is essentially it's Friday for us here. We're not gonna. I don't think we're gonna do Feud Friday on a Wednesday. We'll just do a regular Wednesday. But let's do it. We got a little bit more work to do today since we're not streaming on Friday. We're gonna finish up starting 9 today, so that'll be 5 games that we're gonna get through on that. We get through this pretty quick though, but beyond that, I don't really have a whole lot except for just to warn you that the dogs are pains in the butt today. They are antsy, they are restless. I don't know what's up with them. Maybe there's an earthquake coming. If there is, you heard it here first. All right, let's get into this cuz we have got some work to do today. So far this week, you can't really see it there. Maybe if I do that, is that a little bit better? There we go. We're 3-1. We lost, or no, we won the last game. So that third game and the sixth game seems to always be trouble for us recently. But let's see what we can do. We're 3-1. We do have a home run already this week, so we got that going for us. Let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? All right. You know what? It's Wednesday. It's no theme, so I'm going to go with catcher. I'm going to do it my way in this game. All right. We've got Lawler and Bats. The name Mickey Lawler is coming to my head, but that's also pretty close to the name of the Lincoln lawyer, so that might be who that is. Either that or I'm spot on. We've already used the Tigers today, and for some reason that was kind of jumping at me. A Lawler and Bats. Sherm Lawler. Definitely not Mickey then, if that's who that is. And I don't know who Sherm Lawler is. Nor is this Jose. Who's Joey Bats? Jose Bautista? Is this Joey Bats? His alter ego who is a catcher? Possibly. Gosh, I got no clue here. Let's do this. We'll choose the Phillies first. Don't know why. No. All right. Let's go pitchers. Let's see who we got. Fannin Stobbs. Jerry Lawler. Oh, yeah. Great call. I think the spelling is different. The King. My goodness. That guy, he's such a good, like, 70s, early 80s wrestler and such a good commentary guy, but such a dentalist guy. When he and JR were calling wrestling, that was the best combo for me personally. Fannin Stobbs. If Stobbs doesn't want to be fanned, that's probably not going to end well. Stobbs, isn't that the Rock's character in the Fast and the Family movies? Or is that a mixture of Hobbs and whoever the other guy is? I don't know. These aren't helping at all. All right, we'll go Yankees. I'm just throwing years out there because I have no idea at this point. Let's go third base. That seems to cure everything. Oh, okay. We got Johnny Pesky and a Thomas. So we haven't had the Red Sox yet today. So let's go with that since we know that's likely who that is. Hey-oh. Wow, this one plays a lot. I need to remove this one.
Big hit. Happy body.
Oh, holy shit. June 8th, 1950, Red Sox beat up Browns 29-4. That's not a shellacking. That is an ass kicking. That is a absolute ass kicking. Let's put down the Red Sox before I forget. All right. 1950, a 33-run game with 36 hits. Bill Nolan. I don't know why I didn't go with the Red Sox right away. We're late in the week, and we haven't had a Bill Nolan Red Sox game yet. Need to get that in there. 1950. I am going to say, do we think this is a sub 3-hour game from 1950? I'm going to say it is. For some reason, I think these games, when they were blowouts like this, ended up going quick. Like, everyone wants to get out of there. I'm going to say 2 hours and 49 minutes. 249. Get your over-under in 249. I'm going to go with. I don't know on this one. Bam. Nailed it. 242. Well within our 10-minute buffer. I like it a lot. Let's see here. For the Brownies, there's Sherm Lawler, Roy Sievers, Tom Upton, one of the Upton brothers that you don't often remember about. Leo Thomas, Cuddles Marshall. He's cute. Over, well, yeah, no, it was an under, but very close. All right, anybody, well, Teddy Ballgame would have definitely helped us. Walt Droppo. I know this name. Wow, he played for a couple of teams. Walt Droppo, Rookie of the Year in 1950. 144 ribs, 34 long balls. He hit 322, a 378 on base, led the league in total bases as well. Wow. Clearly his best year. At 2.6 WAR, and he ended up with a 3.4 career WAR. Wow. Wowzers. 1950, yes. Finally, I guessed the Phillies in your honor as my first guess because I had no clue. Moose. Bobby Doerr. Bobby Doerr, I guess I obviously he's a Red Sox. I don't know why I don't think of him as a Red Sox. Junction City, Oregon. I have no idea where that is. All right. Well, the good news here is Fenway, 5,100. Not a lot of people. For a good Red Sox team, that's not a lot of people. Good news is, nailed it. 2-game winning streak. Pretty proud of that one. All right, let's go on to the next one. We got some to get through. Can't do third base. Let's do first base. Why not? Do it. All right, we got Michael Jordan. Got to be the White Sox. And Swasina. Swasina? I have never heard this name before. Jordan. Ricky Jordan? Could be Ricky Jordan, but I don't think so. I think Ricky Jordan was a first baseman, too. Swasina. I have no clue. No clue. All right, watch this. 12 consecutive at-bats with 12 consecutive hits. Yep, Ricky Jordan. See, I know. I don't think this is he, but we're going to go with the Phillies because Matt's here. And we've already had the A's this week. Come on, Ricky Jordan. I'd be willing to guarantee this is not Ricky Jordan just because I've never heard this name before. And if they played when Ricky Jordan played, I probably would have heard their name. All right, here we go. Phillies. No Phillies. All right. Is the 89 Philly Sport magazine. Is that why you collected it? Is that why? That's probably why I have a bunch of random magazines that A's people were on the cover of. All right, let's go. We're going to go corners. We're going to go 4-corner offense here because I love basketball. So we'll go third base. We've got Sean Casey and Stork. I'd like to think it's Storky, but I'm pretty sure it's probably Stork. Yep. My God, I go through eBay spurts where I'm like, if it's got Ricky on it, I will buy it. I have Ricky posters and stuff that I have bought that I have not even opened. They're still in the tubes. I haven't even looked at them. Somebody could have sent me like a Care Bears poster, and I wouldn't know. They're in my closet though. This smells like the Reds because of non-Sean Casey. Well, we haven't had the Reds. We've had the Red Sox. Is this Casey Stengel and he just went by his first name here? Casey. I don't know. And a Stork. I don't know. Well, we can go Reds just because I go Reds a lot of the time just because of the years. Let's see what we got. Nope. No Reds. All right, let's go to the outfield. Let's go with right field first. Birch and Hallman. No, I don't know of any baseball player with those names. This is going to be one of those games. There's one player that's going to be the key. And the question is, can you find that position? Hallman and Birch. Hallman and Birch. Yeah, we haven't had the Cubs yet. Big help. Uh-oh, that's not. When you say big help and I'm not getting any help, that's Philly's second. And then he had a nephew who played. But there's one giveaway position. And we've already guessed the Phillies, so that doesn't, Bill Hallman doesn't help. I legit have no clue here. Oh, by the way, I was hosting last night and a guy came in with like a 1980s California Angels starter jacket. He was an older guy too, so I knew I was going to get a story about it, which was great because he did. He was willing to talk about his jacket. It was so cool. It was like, you know, the A with the halo and the circle. It was really a nice jacket. And then somebody came in with a Nats City Connect jersey on, and I go, "Oh, are you a Nats fan?" And they're like, "Huh?" And I'm like, "Your hat." And like, it's a City Connect Nationals hat. No clue what it was. No clue. Just liked the hat. Disappointing. Then a guy with A's hat came in and we bonded. House of David. Is this it? Is this the House of David? Do we pull the trigger? These don't sound particularly David-ish. Maybe Hallman. Let's see. We've got Reds and Phillies. Should we go? Maybe the Bucks. We haven't had the Bucks for a while. Let's do the Bucks.
That is right, I did it! That's number 5! Are you kidding me? That's right! Who do you think you are? I am! Get it right!
Knew it all along. I said to myself, these names are so Pittsburgh. So Pittsburgh. And they were playing the Superbas, which is, I am so glad we didn't need the Superbas, because there's not a way I'm picking the Superbas. September 20th, 1907, Nick Maddox, Gary's great, well, true, in 1907, Gary Maddox relative is not playing in the big leagues. 1907, Nick Maddox tosses first no-hitter in Pirates history. Gave up a run, but threw a no-hitter. And this is where it came. This I really knew. I was going to choose pitcher last because I figured it's probably a Nick Maddox game. Always is. Check out the catcher for Brooklyn. All right. We've already got a 152 guess. 1907. That's a pretty... You're going under any time I pick. What if I pick 1 minute? I'm gonna Price is Right your ass. That would be so funny on the Price is Right if somebody guessed, I'm gonna say it's $220, and the person next to them goes, I'm gonna say $219. That's how I would play the Price is Right. All right, I'm gonna say 1907. I'm gonna say a buck for the Bucks. $1.58. 152. 137. This is a quick game. I'm kind of thinking mine's kind of high. There were only 2 hits in this game. All right, I'm gonna alter mine. I'm gonna say, I'll say 148. I don't want to go too low. Here's what I'll do. I'll go between you two. I'll go between 132 or 137 and 152. I'm going to go 144 and a half. This game may predate minutes. I think we're going to get a time of game. Whether it's correct or not, I don't know, but let's see. Oh, we got a retro sheet game. Time of game, $1.30. So Andrew gets in there, but the rest of us just a little bit off. All right. Let's see. Check out the catchers for Brooklyn. Bergen. Oh, I know Bill Bergen. I know that name. Bill Bergen, Aloysius, William Aloysius Bergen, a minus 6.9 WAR. He's a catcher, though. He's a catcher. He's like a left-handed pitcher. Although it looked like he was kind of the main catcher for a couple of years. Boy, these last 2 years, though, he caught half the games and had -1 WARs in both seasons. A lifetime 170 average, a 194 lifetime on base, and a 201 slug. He had 2 home runs. Holy crap. Oh, my God. Bergen was not good. Wow. That is, he had to be a clubhouse guy, right? Good old Aloysius. You're not keeping him around. He's buried in Worcester. A Massachusetts guy. Never played for the Sox. Wow. Bill Bergen. What's the one position here? Oh, Honus. Honus is the one position. And I wasn't going to choose that. I was going to go corner, infield, corner, outfield, and then pitcher. That wouldn't have helped. Clark and Hallman. Okay, now I know Fred Clark. I know that name. Hall of Famer. I know that name. I mean, I got it because it's Pittsburgh. I knew that one all the way. Had it. Nailed it. All right. I know. The fact that he kept playing that long, he had to be like a decent defensive catcher, maybe. Probably somebody that knew the fundamentals to keep him around to teach the young guys. Led the league in assists a couple of times, double plays, fielding percentage. So he was clearly a pretty good catcher for his day. Look at that. Led the league in caught stealing a couple of times. Wait, what? He threw out 138 base runners in 1 year. That's why I think we've got the answer. I've got a ding ding in here somewhere. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Found it. I think we found out why he's played so long. The defense, the arm. Look at that. He threw out almost half of the runners. And there were over 280 people tried to steal on him. And he threw out half of them. Why would you be running on him if he's throwing this many runners out? I got to find out. I need more. We've just found a subject for a future podcast. Gregory H. Wolf, thank you for your service. All right. We got to go through all of them now today because no stream on Friday. Let's do third for you guys. Nice. We got Terry Pendleton and Tim Wallach. This reeks of a Braves Expos game is what this does. So this is going to be like 1991, 92. Who do we go with? Do we go with the Expos or the Bravos? Oh, wait. Who was that last team we needed? The Bucks. I think I'm going to go with the Expos because you should always go with the Expos first. No, Wagner without the Honus, but I would have gone Wagner. And then eventually, if I didn't, somebody in chat would have said Honus. And then I would have gone Bucks. But I didn't need that. I got it anyway. All right, let's go Expos. We're not even choosing Nats. We're choosing the Montreal Les Expos. Oh,
doctor! You can hang a star on that, baby!
I feel like I might want to just make all of the good things be Jerry Coleman. Just anytime I get it, Jerry Coleman. 1990, Otis Nixon ties single game stolen base record by Joseph Juancho. All right, Joseph, another prolific writer. Expos, Bravos, 1991. 22 hits, 13 runs. This was in the era, and I've said this before, where I think it was Sparky Anderson, and this stuck with me, said that baseball games take an hour for every 3 innings. A win on a 50. Well, I went with the Expos just because we don't have the Expos as much, just because they're an expansion team. That's why I went with them. And I love the Expos. That's why I went with them. Let's see. 91. I'm going to say this is right at the 3-hour mark. I'm going to say 3:06. But you know what's good, though, is 50-50. You know how I do with 50-50s. Usually, it's a 90-10% that I'm going to pick the wrong one on a 50-50. So I'll take it. What I say? 306. 306. Get your over-unders in. We've got a 249. We did have to... Oh, no, we didn't play the top of the ninth. I'm still going to say 306. I want to know... 91... 250. All right, so you guys are all going under 3 hours. Let's see what we got. 311. Why do you guys just wait for me to say and then move from there? Nailed it. Home run, and I'm the only one that got the time right. 311, Olympic Stadium, 18,000 people. Good seats still available. I mean, this team is one of those teams I know like the back of my hand here. I know every one of these would have led me to the Braves, except for Mike Heath, would have led me personally to Atlanta first. Every one of them. For the Expos. All right, for the Expos, everyone, Ivan Calderon, I think of the White Sox first. Spike Owen, I think of the Red Sox, even though he's the only Mariner team captain. And Chris Nabolts, I think of, is it the Red Sox too? No. Well, he played there. Jeff Facero sighting. Brett Barbary. Isn't Jillian Barbary, is that his wife? Is that who that was? Wasn't he married? I think he was married to... Brett is the former husband of Jillian Barbary, a Canadian TV hostess, sportscaster, actress. They only married for 6 years. Owns a baseball facility in Santa Clarita. I can't trill my R's today. Coffee tongue. All right. Well, I mean, I nailed everything about this game. I got to be pretty happy with that. Drafted. My God, he was drafted second round by the Cardinals, first round by the A's. Nah, I'm good. Royals in the 65th round. The Expos in the 7th. Wow, his stock really fell. All right. I mean, we've got a couple homers this week. We're 6-1. Let's see if we can go not 8-1. All right, we can't choose third base. Let's go pitcher. Pitcher first. Let's try it. Stone and Twitchell. Oh, was Tony Stone? She was a second baseman, wasn't she? Twitchell. It's such a unique name. I have seen this name before. But I don't remember where. I don't know. Is anyone watching us on Twitch right now? Usually nobody watches us on Twitch. Doesn't look like it. I was gonna give Twitch a first pick here. Wayne Twitchell? That doesn't help at all. Tony Stone was second base. Okay. I was getting Tony Stone mixed up with, I don't remember her name, who struck out like Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig and I forget who else. Another Hall of Famer in that exhibition game. Where I definitely don't think they were trying, but Stone replaced Hank Aaron on the Clowns. Good piece of trivia right there. I like it. Guys, I'm so excited for the Clowns in Banana Ball next year. I really am. I think as long as Banana Ball can keep what they're doing with the trick plays, I think Jackie Bradley Jr. is going to hopefully start a trend of getting major leaguers who aren't like in senior league level feel like they might have another year or two in professional baseball go play banana ball. I really hope that happens. I would love to see guys just kind of extend their career by a couple of years playing banana ball. That would be so cool. Yeah, Twitchell, I know this name. I think we've probably had him before. I'm not going to remember. Oh, let me put down Expos. You still have at least half an hour. You're going to have to be patient. You're not patient today. You have had a very restless day thus far. Twitchell. I don't know. So we're going to take a guess. Watch this. Phillies. Going Phillies. No Phillies. All right. Let's do. Oh wait, we haven't. I gotta select it. Come on, enough of this one.
Big hit. Happy body.
I mean, I'm going to buy a lottery ticket today, so if you don't see me on Monday, you know what happened. Again, I'm just going to say this. Nailed it. June 22nd, 1974, Phillies sweep doubleheader versus Mets remain in first place by Steve Glassman, one of the lesser-known X-Men, Steve Glassman. He was very fragile. Didn't do well in combat. Grand Slam. 7 ribs this week. I'll take it. God. My last 2 guesses have been completely guesses. Well, I mean, the Expos. Actually, the Expos was I did well. The Pirates was a guess. 3 home runs this week. I'll take it. 1974. Is this the first or second game? It doesn't tell us. Let's assume it's the second game. They want to get out of there. This is going to be a 301 game. Your Sabre chapter secretary. Oh, nice. Well, tell him we appreciate his articles. Appreciate anybody that writes these articles. That is awesome. I'm saying 301. I bet Steve Glassman knows how long this game went. I'm saying 301, get your over-unders in. Are you guys both in Philadelphia? We've got a 311 and a 241. I see Matt's doing it. Matt's taking my guess and just going a little bit above it. Andrew's going way below it. We'll see how. Let's bold move, Cotton. Let's see how that strategy plays out. Under. All right. Listen, I will give you mad props if that was a total guess. Which I think you said. I don't remember who on Monday said that they don't look at the box scores when they do this because they wait to play it on stream with me. All right. Congratulations to our winner of the day. Andrew.
He's not the best color man in the league for nothing, folks.
Well, he's on point today. That's the only one he's gotten today. He did nail it right on. He nailed it right on the nose. In front of 51,000, he nailed it right on the nose. Clutch performer. Nice work. Good work. I'm proud of you. I really am. Let's see here for the Mets. We could have gotten a Rusty Staub. Okay, I would have gotten the Mets here. We got Felix Millan, Ed Kranepool, Rusty Staub. Nice. Tug McGraw came in the game. For the Phillies, okay, we would have had Cash and Boa and Del Unser. Del Unser, Tom Hanks, can't tell. Mike Schmidt, we would have gone with third base, so we'd have gotten that. Wayne Twitchell, one-time All-Star, born and died in Portland, West Coast guy. 10 years, 7 with the Phillies. His all-star year, pretty decent. ERA, look at that. ERA is pretty good. Wow. Walked a bit. Walked a good number of people, not going to lie. Whip's okay, though, for a starter. All right. Played for Seattle at the end. Okay. Well, we got it. Totally nailed it. I knew all these guys all along. Easy. All right. We're going to the final game. We are 7-1. We've got a 5-game hitting streak. We've got 3 home runs, 7 ribs. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's knock this one out. Do we go with a DH? Do we go with a DH here? I don't know. I mean, that if there's no DH, that takes away our chance. Excuse me, that takes away our chance for another home run. Let's not go DH. I hate to say it, guys, but your third base guess is a good DH. Your third base is a good. It's a good position. I'm not going to lie. It's given me a couple of answers. All right. So we got Owen and Martin. So could this be a second Spike Owen game within the last 3 games? Could it be Spike Owen? And is this Al Martin at third base? Or could Billy have slipped over there at some point? I don't think Al Martin would have never been leading off. So I don't think it's Al Martin. Is that Spike Owen, though? Yeah. So this is what I'm thinking. What if we choose the Mariners? Spike Owen only played half a season with the Mariners, was named team captain, the only one in team history, but he only played half a season with the Mariners. We never get the Mariners on this, ever. Should we choose the Mariners? We've already had the Red Sox. We've already had the Expos. Those are the only other teams I know for sure he played for. I'm going to do it. Yeah, extra bases. I'm trying to think of another Martin. If this sounds like a bad idea. Do you know who you're listening to? I am full of ideas, and very few of them are good, my friend. Very few of them are good. I'm trying to think of it. If this is Spike Owen, this might not be Spike Owen. If this is Spike Owen, that gives us a time frame of late 80s. Who's a Martin that was playing in the late 80s? I can't think of one. I know. I'm trying to think of Mariner games that we've had. I mean, I don't have an idea, though. And we've already done the other 2 Spike Owen teams, so I'm going to go with the Mariners. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. We're not going to hit a home run likely, but we're going to play it out. No. Jerry Martin. I don't know who Jerry Martin is. I know Pepper Martin. I don't think that's... let's go with pitchers. This might help me out. Todd Bridges and Jan and Dean. Or Howard Dean. Lloyd Bridges. That's it. This is a Seinfeld game. Lloyd Bridges was, what's his name? Tannenbaum or whatever? World's number 1 dad. Bridges and Dean. Torval and Dean? Is this an ice figure skating game. They used to play baseball on ice skates in the winter. You had to overrun each base. I remember reading about it. I don't remember. Do you remember this guy should have replaced Uzinski late 97? That would have prevented the trap ball situation led to Black Friday in Philadelphia. This is good stuff there, Matt. I like this. Cardinals, Dizzy Dean. Or Gouffé, his brother Gouffé Dean. I'm proud of that one. Little who's on first. Third base. That's actually a good call. Dizzy. I mean, we got nothing else. We got nothing else. Well, I got nothing else at this point. Let's try it. That's a big assist.
That is right, I did it! That's number 5! Are you kidding me? That's right! Who do you think you are? I am! Get it right!
It wasn't Dizzy. It was Paul. But it got us the same place. That was a big assist to you. I'm not going to lie. That one I can't take much credit for. Let's see. October 5th, 1934. Paul Dean impresses brother Dizzy in Cardinals Game 3 win by Doug Feldman. And 1934. This is a playoff game. Not that that matters. Yeah, no, you did the heavy lifting on that one, connecting the Dean brothers. I was stuck up on Torval Dean. Dean impresses in 34. Ooh, 207, 152. I'm going to do a new thing where I don't look. I said Pepper Martin. I'll be if that is Pepper Martin, I'll be really happy with myself. It'll take a little bit of the sting off of not getting the Dean brothers. I'm going to not look at your guesses until I make a guess for now on, cuz now I'm poisoned with your two guesses there. I think it's going to be over 2 hours. I'm going to say 2:15. There's a little bit of overlap there. Now, this could still be Spike Owen. I don't remember exactly how long he played, but all right, I'm saying 2:15. What in the hell are you guys smoking? You're on it. I mean, I win this one too, but I come in second because we've had 2 spot on guesses. The hell? What do you guys? Wow. We should all buy lottery tickets. Although then we'd have to split all of it because we'd all win. Nice work, Matt. Very nice. You get a...
He's not the best color man in the league for nothing, folks.
All right. 207. Sportsman's Park. For the Tigers. Oh, wow. We would have gotten the Tigers. We had Hank Greenberg. We had the Mechanical Man. We had Mickey Cochran. Goose Goslin. All right. We would have gotten the Tigers. We didn't need them. Pepper Martin. There we go. Pepper Martin. Frankie Frisch. Okay. I'm not sure Frisch would have gotten me to the Cardinals. He's a douchebag, by the way. This guy got in the Hall of Fame, and then he was named to the the Eras, what is now the Eras Committee, and all he did was put his own friends in, whether they deserved it or not. He kind of fucked up the Hall of Fame. We've got Joe, a.k.a. Ducky Medwick, another Hall of Famer. We've got Ripper Collins. I like it. 3-time All-Star. Look at that. That dude knows that he's like, my name's a Ripper. I ripped 35 home runs in one season in 1934. Didn't win the MVP though. Who won the MVP? Was it probably Ruther Gehrig? Nope, it was our boy Dizzy. He did go 30-7 though, and led the league in strikeouts with the 2.66 ERA. Paul Wainer, we've got a poison sighting. We've got a big poison, though we know how tall he was, 5'8". JoJo Moore, Travis Jackson. I don't know Travis Jackson. Hall of Famer Travis Jackson? I do not know who he is. Spent his entire career with the Giants. Never led the league in anything. Only a 337 career on base. Didn't have a lot of pop. Didn't have speed. All right. I'm down with it regardless. We've got a Gabby Hartnett sighting. And a Van Lingo Mungo. Nice. Mel Ott. There we go. I've been to his grave. Let's see here. We got the Lip at short, and then a Dean behind the plate. Let's say Pepper Martin. 4-time All-Star, 3 World Series. I mean, theoretically, his numbers look better than what's his name? The Wild Horse of Osage. Okay, I'm assuming Osage is probably in Oklahoma somewhere. Well, we did it, team. 9-0, 6-game hitting streak. We went, I'm sorry, 9-0. We went 8-1, 3 home runs. Travis Jackson is a backup QB in the NFL. I think you're right. I think he was the Seahawks starter for 1 year while I was there. I know as much football as I do basketball. Hold on, the sun has made an appearance. I'm so excited for all the football tomorrow. I can't wait. I'm being very facetious. At least I don't have to work them anymore. Andrew went 9-0 with 6 home runs and a 37-game hit streak. That's a flex right there. 37-game, that means over a month you have gotten every one of them. That's damn impressive. I have no idea how I had a 25-game hit streak. I don't know if it was easier when I did that, like if there were only games with big names in it, but that's impressive. 37 game. Paul, thank you very much for the game, keeping us on your thing here. I love this game. I really do. This game is so much fun. I look forward to streaming days just to play this game. I really do. All right. Let's get a daily walk-off in here, hopefully quickly. Top 10 ribs, 2010 starts, 2023 top 3 saves, and switch hits. All right. Well, we can put Manaea there as well. Starters. I guess it's gonna be Trevor. I thought he was more of a reliever. Familia will be here. Oh, Jared Parker. There we go. 2023, I think that was May's last season. And I don't see anybody else that was on this team that had saves. That's really weird. I don't see anybody that was on this team in 2023 with saves. Top 10 ribs, Bando, Xavi, and Sam Long. Yeah, because Jed Lowry's a switch hitter. So he'll probably go there. Profar is going to be over here. 2023 top saves. There's nobody on this. But okay, Sam Long didn't have 2023 top. There is nobody besides these two guys that were on the team as pitchers in 2023. Because I was still watching this team in 2023. Unless Sam Long is just somebody that I've forgotten and he had like one save and that got him there. Al Simmons, I know, is a historical name. Jared Parker, I'm pretty sure, was a starter. I don't remember if Profar was a switch hitter. But Xavi wasn't. Bando, I don't think was. And this has got to be it. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe Sam Long was just a guy that got one or two saves. Let's send it and see what we got. Nailed it. Knew it. Record needs to be off there. Got it again. All right, let's do this. We've got the Blue Jays, the Expos, born outside the U.S. We've got the Padres, the Buccos, and played one game at shortstop. No Mattingly Square anywhere. Nailed it. I've got to find where that's from. I think it's Is It Cake or something like that. Or no, there was a show called Nailed It. That's what it is. There was a cooking show. I think it was on Netflix, and I don't know why, because I wouldn't have watched this show. Although I think maybe we did. When cooking shows were super hot, maybe we watched an episode or two where they give you, I think it's a baking show, and they give you a professional baker's cake that's all, it's like holiday baking quality. And then they give like 3 home bakers or something, like, all right, recreate this. And then they show it at the end, and it's inevitably a train wreck. And the host goes, nailed it. I think that's it, and I will find it. That's my quest for this holiday weekend. Yeah, we do have a Ricky Square right here. Ricky. 9%. All right. Which let's go right down. Let's go down the Blue Jays here. Played shortstop. Well, let's think of, we're going for a low score here, as low as we can go without, knowing we have to use Ricky Henderson. Juan Bell play for shortstop for Toronto. I don't know. I don't know. Shortstop for Toronto. I'm betting Tony Fernandez probably did some. Well, yeah, when Roberto was there, he was the shortstop. Freddie Galvis. Now, I know that name. I didn't know he played for Toronto. Wasn't Galvis was a first-round draft pick by the Padres? Why couldn't this be a first-round draft pick? I know this. One of the few non-A's that I know is a first-round draft pick. Freddie Galvis. I think he had dreads. Shortstop for the Blue Jays. We'll come back to that one. Blue Jays and Bucks. Oh, nailed it. Vogel Snacks. I miss me some Daniel Vogel Snacks. He was fun. Wasn't Freddie Galvis? Now I got to look up Freddie Galvis. Maybe am I thinking of somebody else? Nope, that's who I'm thinking of. But apparently, I just remember him from the Padres, not the Phillies. Wow. Non-drafted free agent? Ended up playing 10 years. Was he just signed? Yes, amateur free agent. That's who I was thinking of, but clearly I'm got him mixed up with somebody else. Venezuela, there you go. We can't use him though, because we've looked him up. But and I think we've got other options. This is an easy category here. Venezuelan Joey Bats. Did Joey Bats play shortstop? Is that what we're going for here? Well, Marcus Semien played short for the Jays. I'm sad. I'm glad that Marcus Semien's going to be on the Mets next year. I mean, I think he's past his prime. Brandon Nimmo has certainly been on a downhill trajectory, but I really like Brandon Nimmo. Pirates Toronto. Oh, we've already got Pirates Toronto, though. Vogelsnacks is always going to go. Vogelsnacks is going to snack. Shortstop for the Garth Iorg. He had to have played short at some point, right? Or was he an outfielder? Garth Iorg. I think this has got to be it, assuming he was an infielder. He had to. I think he was kind of like a Swiss Army guy, right? He could play anywhere, but. Or Damasio Garcia? We're going to go with Garth. We got some Garth love. There we go. Look at that picture. And a .9. I'm proud of that one right there. I'm proud of that one. Oh, Danny Ainge. Yeah, what positions did he play? That's another good call. Oh, yeah. Phone book. But only in his last year did he play it short. That's a good call, though, too. That's a very good call.
He's not the best color man in the league for nothing, folks.
All right, let's do the Nats or the Expos. This will be fun. We're gonna shoot for Expos before we shoot for Nats. Brett Barbary. I'm just saying. We could put Brett Barbary. Well, he played for the Padres too, didn't he? Should we use Brett Barbary? I mean, we just talked about him. Let's see. Who else can we put here? I don't see an Andres Galarraga. Otis Nixon. I don't see. Tim Wallach. I don't know. I don't know that he played for either of these teams. The kid didn't play for these teams. What's his name? Oh, what's his name? Martin. He was a catcher. Russell Martin. Oh, I don't think he played for the Expos, though. I think he played for the Jays. That won't go there. He would have gone here. El Presidente. I don't think he played for either of these teams. Pedro didn't play for either of these teams. Larry Walker did not play for these teams. Andre Dawson didn't play for these teams. Warren Cromartie, I don't think played for these teams. Rusty Staub, I don't think played for these teams. Pepper Martin. I've already forgotten Pepper Martin teams. Let's see. Who are some other good Expos? Bartolo didn't play for these teams. Why am I having a hard time remembering Expos? Expos infielders, Jose Vidro. He probably, and he was a second baseman, but he probably shifted over at some point. Shoot, why is this so hard? Brian Schneider? Not the manager Brian Schneider, but the other Schneider. Gerald Williams? I don't remember if he played for them or not. Graham Lloyd? Maybe here? Did Graham Lloyd pitch for the Bucks? And Aussie? Some other pitchers for the Expos. Got El Presidente and Pedro and Bartolo. You have to be Latino to pitch for the Bucks. Expos. Pete Rose. I mean, Lagrange Orange did, but I don't. Did he play for the Bucks at any point? I don't know for sure. I guess we could name some Padres and see if they fall within the Expos categories. We got Crucker, we got Benito, Bruce Bochy, Terry Kennedy. We could put Benito Santiago here. Let's do that. There we go. Santi. Let's name some Bucks then. We've got Sid Bream. We've got Tony Pena. Oh, let's do Tony Pena. We're doing all catchers here. Although it might be a little bit harder with played shortstop. What about Bert Campaneris? Didn't he play all 9 positions? I mean, possibly. Let's see. Other Bucks. Dave Parker. He didn't play there. Chico Lind didn't play there. Oh, we could put Chico there as well. Van Slyke, Bonds, Bonilla. Bert did. Should we do that? Let's do Campaneris then. There we go. Got a I said a Philadelphia. I can't even say that. That's a Kansas City A's, not. Actually, no, that's an Oakland, right? Is that still Kansas City? I can't tell. I can't tell there. I think that's still Kansas City A's, so we did play in Oakland. All right, so we just have Expos to name. So we got to just name Expos. I think Vidro probably slid over at some point. We're going to put Brett Barbary here. That's an Oak. Yeah, this reminds me. That's definitely Oakland. I just don't remember them wearing these hats in Oakland. Because absolutely, the vest version of the jersey they wore here in Oakland, I just think this is a Kansas City A's hat. I actually think it's a Philadelphia A's hat, but they didn't play in Kansas City. Did he ever play in Philadelphia? I don't think he did. Played for 4 years in Kansas City. I wish it told us what year this was. But there's the Kansas City A's hat, and they had a vet. They must have worn it in Oakland at some point. Yeah. Let's do Brett Barbary here. Didn't play. Oh wow. I'm not even upset today. Not even upset. Nothing's going to bring me down today. I thought Brett Barbary fit there. All right, let's do Vidro here then. Not going to get me down. It's not going to get me down. Sweet Jesus. Why how are the Expos this big of a problem for me? Expos. Man, I biffed that. Yeah, I don't think they didn't wear green of Philly, but they still used that logo. This logo is a Philadelphia A's logo. The A's have apparently worn it. I mean, I have an A's hat that's the darker green that is just like this. But I also have about 20,000 A's hats. Why is this difficult? Expos. Who was a shortstop for the Expos then? Oh, Spike Owen. Let's fuck it. Very frustrating. Why does his picture look airbrushed? Looks very airbrushed. I know, we're getting close. We're getting close. You gotta hold on. You're being very impatient today. Very impatient. Padres and Expos. Tim Foley. Good one. That is absolutely Tom Foley. That is absolutely...
He's not the best color man in the league for nothing, folks.
All right, let's see if we can get another Expo here and get a bingo. Padres, Wally Joyner, Greg Maddux, Mike Piazza, Ken Caminiti, Casey Candell. Did Casey Candell play for the Padres at any point? Is he who I'm getting confused with Brett Barbary? Let's try it. Nope. Wow. It should just keep adding 100 every time I miss. Why is this one so... If this is like... If people get like 80+% on this, I'm going to be pissed. San Diego, there's got to be somebody that's very obvious. Like very obvious. Eric Shao. Bruce Hurst didn't play there. Archie Cianfranco. I will go with it. Just because I don't think Archie Cianfranco has even thought of Archie Cianfranco in the last 20 years. Good pull. That is a great pull. Wow, we didn't even come close to average. Wow, they're using the Nats. We didn't do that. All right, Roberto. We didn't have any number ones. Omar. Who's putting Omar there? Come on, man. Look at that. They're all Expos. They're all Nats. Sorry, I got the hiccups. All of a sudden. Just way too contemporary there. Roberto, yeah, that's an easy one. Joey Bats was there. Omar and Trey Turner. All right. Well, I mean, that's still, these are pretty low scores. This is, for some reason, this was a hard grid for me, and apparently some other people too. But all right. Well, it was okay. We did okay. That is going to be it for this holiday weekend. I should have had Holiday Road. Matt Stairs. Oh, gosh. Professional hitter Matt Stairs. That's right. He's one of our go-to guys. Let's see. Would there have been a Julio Franco? I don't think Julio played for any of those 4 teams. Mike Morgan, LaTroy Hawkins. I'm not sure any of those would have worked, but Matt Stairs played on 3. I'm not sure if he played on the Padres, but he was on the Bucks. He was on the Nats, and he was on the Blue Jays. So, dang it, I should have thought of that. And Jamie Moyer. I don't think Moyer would have worked there. Yeah, well, recency, but yeah, Josh Bell is kind of weird to be leading a number 1 square. All right, everybody, I hope everybody has a good holiday. Thanksgiving, we don't really celebrate, and fortunately, I married a woman. This was a big thing that doesn't like Thanksgiving food either. We don't like turkey, either of us. We just do not like turkey. I hate cranberry sauce. I hate stuffing. I hate green bean casserole. I hate pumpkin pie. Just not my scene. I am not hating on it. If you like it, that's great. I hope you enjoy your foods. Not my thing. But I'm roasting a duck. That's our tradition, and I love duck. It is like my favorite meat of all time. I guess it's poultry, but I love duck. I've got a whole duck. I've got to go prepare it. I got to chop the neck and head off and the feet and all that kind of stuff because we go old school, baby. It's just a feathered duck is sitting in my refrigerator right now. So I got to go do that. Everybody have a good holiday. Have a safe holiday. Have a safe Black Friday. I don't think Black Friday is a thing where people actually go out anymore, which is good. But everybody be good. If you're with your family, I'm sorry. Like extended family, I'm sorry. But I know he is so impatient today. He is out of control. My wife actually told him to chill out earlier, so that tells you something. But yeah, have a good holiday. Stay hydrated. No, I will not be streaming Friday. This was short week. No pod this week either. So if you haven't listened to last week's pod or the 304 that preceded it, there's that. But no, I will not be here on Friday. But yeah, everybody have a good holiday. Stay hydrated. Be good to each other. And I'll see